So today I really wanted to give you these 2 ideas and these 3 actions to think about. The 2 ideas are really simple. People want answers. Look at everything you do and ask yourself a simple question. How long is it taking me or someone else to get the answer from my data? And if the answer is more than about 10 seconds, you need to fix something. Either you're giving them too much information, you're not synthesizing it, you're reporting numbers rather than answers. You need to do something differently. Then ask yourself, am I making things simple enough? And we often don't make things simple enough. I was just coaching someone the other day. They had a report. If your report has a legend, it's not simple. Because the legend means I have to look at my data here, then I have to look at the legend to find out what my data means. So I just asked her, I said, is there a way that you could actually put the labels right onto the chart so I don't have to look in 2 places? The more simple you can make things, the easier it is for the people to understand. And the easier it is for people to understand, the easier it is for them to act. So if you can't remember anything else from an idea standpoint from today, remember people want answers, and push yourself. Am I giving answers or am I giving data? And if you're giving data, you're probably inadvertently making it harder to get to the answer. Because your brain doesn't like a lot of numbers and weird things happen. All that weird stuff you saw before happens when you start giving me too many numbers. And am I making things as simple as I can? If you have a graph that shows that sales are going down, isn't saying sales are going down easier than showing me a graph with 27 data points on it? Be simple. Simple's good. And try 3 things. Don't look at data until you know what decision you're trying to make and what criteria you're using to make that decision. That will make you faster because you're not going to collect data you don't need. Just make sure your criteria match the person that you're going to be presenting to. Because if it doesn't match, you're going to have a problem. Make sure you're turning information into action and answers. Don't pass on information. Put the information in the appendix. The main part of your presentation should be 5 to 7 slides that say, here's the problem, here's the answer. And then you can have a giant appendix with all the charts and graphs you want to prove that what you're saying is true. Get to the point. People want to know the answer. And finally, tell a story. Brains like stories. Remember, your brain uses the picture to understand the details. Don't just give me a bunch of charts in a row and hope that my brain's going to put them together. My brain works much better if you could give me some context that lets me plug those charts and graphs in. Then I'm going to be able to understand it. The better you can tell a story, the more people will listen. And the more people listen, the more likely they are to understand. And the more they understand, the more they'll agree. It's that simple.